He didn't know that history would forget his name, that millions would speak of the moment but not the man. A soldier, cold and trained, doing his duty on a hill soaked with blood. He had pierced many before, but this time was different. He didn't just strike a man, he touched the Son of God. And in that instant, his story vanished. The day was dark, not just the sky, but the spirit of everything. 3 crosses stood like broken bones against the earth. One of them held a man they called a blasphemer. But heaven called him something else: Son, Lamb, King. The soldier didn't believe in any of it. He believed in steel, in silence, in orders. Still, something in his chest trembled as he climbed the hill. He had seen hundreds die, screaming, cursing, begging. But this man, this Jesus, was different. He didn't fight, he didn't plead, he prayed. And as he hung there, barely breathing, his eyes didn't show fear. They showed mercy, not for himself, for them, even for the ones nailing him down, even for the soldier. Hours passed. The sky turned black at noon. The ground trembled. The crowd scattered. But the soldier stayed, drawn in by something he couldn't name. Then came the moment. Jesus cried out and breathed his last. Silence, heavier than death. The soldier was ordered to confirm he was gone. He walked forward, spear in hand, and without knowing why, he pierced him. The blade went through flesh. Blood poured out, but not just blood. Water, a sign, a mystery, something holy. He stepped back, not from fear, from something deeper. And in that moment, only one thing stayed with him: the eyes of the crucified, still open in his mind. He turned away, but something followed him. Not footsteps, not voices, a weight in his chest, a question in his soul. Who was this man? Why did the world tremble when he died? Why did the soldier still feel seen by eyes that had already closed? That night, he couldn't sleep. The fire gave no warmth. The wine tasted like ash. Every time he blinked, he saw the cross. He had followed orders. He did what soldiers do. But something was wrong. He didn't feel like a soldier anymore. He felt watched by heaven. Then came the rumors. The tomb was empty. The body gone. Some said he had risen. He tried to ignore it, tried to laugh it off. But deep down, he knew he hadn't ended anything. He had witnessed a beginning. Then the soldier disappeared. No records, no name, only silence. Not the silence of shame, the silence of someone who had seen, who had known, and who could never return to the world as it was. Some say he left the army. Some say he followed the ones who followed the Nazarene. Some say he wept every day until his last breath. He wasn't a preacher, not a prophet, not a saint, just a man, a soldier, a sinner. But in one moment he touched heaven, wrapped in flesh, and something changed. Because when you come that close to the divine, you don't walk away the same. Even if the world forgets your name, heaven remembers. Some believe he was the first Roman to believe. Not after the miracles, not after the resurrection, but in the moment of death, when the blood touched the ground and grace touched his soul. What he did can't be undone, but what he became, that's the miracle. The cross wasn't only for the righteous, it was for the broken, for the enemies, for the forgotten, even for the one who pierced him. Maybe that's why his name was never recorded. So we could all see ourselves in him, the sinner, the skeptic, the soldier who touched God and vanished, but not into darkness, into grace. Because sometimes The one who pierced Jesus becomes the one most pierced by him. And in that wound, heaven enters